Hey, it's Alze Calhoun with Coveted Consultant, and today we're talking about the difference between excellent and perfect. Now, as consultants, we know a lot, and we want to be impressive with our knowledge. And so we try to put that forward as clean, as polished, as professional as possible. And typically the word we use for that is perfect. And perfect is defined by the absence of flaw. But then on the other hand, there's this thing called excellent. And excellent is defined as being exceptionally good. So let's use a couple of examples and see how we feel about the difference. So let's say a 6-year-old comes home with his report card. And he's got straight A's. He's got a 90, a 92, a 96, and a 98. Now, none of those scores are perfect. To have straight 100s would be perfect. But isn't it excellent that he came home with straight A's? And aren't you proud of him because he came home with straight A's? Not because he was perfect, but because he was excellent. So how about this example? If you've ever seen a waterfall before, and to see it on television and to see it in person are really two different things. But it really is an awe-inspiring view to see a waterfall, no matter how big or how small it is. It's an excellent experience, but it's not perfect. So like the rocks aren't perfect around the waterfall. The water is actually crashing into the lake below. It's not a smooth experience. It crashes into the lake below. The lake itself is not perfectly round. It's got jagged edges. So there's a lot about a waterfall that's not perfect. But it is excellent. It's exceptionally good. So, okay, here's a third example. What about grandma's apple pie? And if your grandmother doesn't make apple pie, I bet she makes another dessert that you're really, really fond of. But we all know that homemade desserts aren't perfect. Like sometimes they're overcooked on one side and undercooked on another. Sometimes they might be a little too dark brown around the edges, and all the slices may not be cut to the exact same size. But would you tell me that grandma's apple pie is not excellent? I find it hard to believe that grandma's apple pie is not excellent. So there's a difference between perfect and excellent. And the point of this video is to make it plain that for our clients, what they want is excellence, not perfect. They're less concerned about an absence of flaw. What they're more concerned about is something being exceptionally good. So your job is to give them exceptionally good at the expense of maybe having a flaw or two. Your job is to focus on being excellent. So let's do this. Let's post a comment below and tell me about what you believe to be excellent. Perhaps it inspires you or something excellent about your business. Let's talk about excellence for a little bit. Let's see what happens.